Hello YouTube, this is Thompson0737 bringing you another 1/400 scale model airport update. So before we get into the actual update, we had, well, obviously I'm doing taking pictures of other models outside of the videos that I'm doing. Obviously updates that aren't really worthwhile doing in a video. And on one occasion we featured the Antonov 225, which is very recently actually. Which was based on the first visit that we had at Doncaster Airport. It was kind of like a standalone movement, which is why it wasn't included, but there are two other occasions where I'm hoping it will probably feature in a video at some point as well. On the other two occasions that I visited Doncaster Airport, or based on that movement, certainly. But yeah, if you like I say, if you follow me on Instagram or even the forums or even Facebook, then you'll see more variety of what I'm posting on this airport and stuff like that. But like I've said before, it makes more sense to try and include as many models as I can in an update, but in a realistic manner, to make it worthwhile doing the video. But that just gives you an idea of kind of some of the movements that you might not see. A lot of cargo movements have been featured as well. Again, it just depends on sort of what the movements there might be. And I don't want to include the same models every single time. Of course, there will be aircraft that are based and they do operate or be featured regularly. But again, I just kind of want to have a bit more variety as well, while sort of keeping it realistic and not so kind of boring, sort of repetitive. But I think this update generally is one certainly different with some of the movements that we've got featured. So hopefully you guys enjoy. So if we get into the update now, we'll start off with these two on the main apron, main passenger apron at least. So in the far side we have this EasyJet A319, registration GZEJ. This is operating as EZY7424 outbound to Alicante. Then next up we have a Thompson Fly 737-800, registration GCDZI. This is operating as TOM 3638 outbound to Faro. Now at this point in time, which is based on the 29th of May 2010, this would have been, both of these aircraft would have been based at this airport. So both Thompson Fly and EasyJet. EasyJet only had a short term based, obviously certainly Thompson Fly the main airline for the airport, but it just gives you a bit of an idea. I just want to say obviously Thompson Fly has been catered for at the back, and at the front you can see a truck as well, which I'm kind of, these are from the Fantasy Wings series, which I believe is supposed to be catering trucks as well. But I'm actually going to utilise these more as ambulifts than I am like catering trucks. Only because I've got a fair share of catering trucks, LSG Sky Chefs mostly, and then another generic catering which could maybe cater for, I don't know, generic non-based aircraft, if you like. Then just panning across, we have this sort of basic looking aircraft, and I don't just mean in terms of the actual livery itself. I'm talking about the actual mould, maybe not the best, but a nice release by Dragon Wings, to be fair. You know, a generic aircraft that could be used, you know, for pretty much anything you want really, and also the possibility of being custom. I know JC Wings have done a lot of blank models lately as well, in the past few years, which are always kind of welcome, because like I said, the diversity is there, and they're also, you have to worry about removing a livery if you want to make it into a custom model and stuff like that. But this is staying as it is for now. And this would have actually been a Lusair 767-300 registration CSTQI. This operated as LUZ, or should I say positioned in from Lisbon as LUZ024P. And then on the next day, which would have been the 30th of May 2010, we'll be operating as LUZ248 to Paris Charles de Gaulle on a chartered flight. Not entirely sure what the occasion would be for, but it gives you an idea of why it's here. And as you can see, they're positioned on the central stand line. Since it's a wide body aircraft, wouldn't be able to fit in on either left or right stands, such as like a 737-800 or A319 would. If we then pan across and zoom into this, we have this another generic looking aircraft, unmarked BAE 146-200, because it's unmarked, unknown registration, although it is based on a movement of Cello Aviation GRAJJ, but in terms of this setup, it's actually coming for training and positioned up from Birmingham. I don't know if that's what the real life movement did. I know it was training, but I don't know if that's where it would have come from or whatever. But because it's actually in a livery, I don't want to actually say it's specifically that aircraft, because it obviously wouldn't match up necessarily. And then if we pan across, probably the main highlight, I'd say, for me, and I don't know if I've actually probably not seen this registration, because I think it got scrapped quite early on actually. But we have the Singapore Airlines Cargo 747-400F, registration 9V-SFL, arrived empty from Amsterdam, and be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Obviously once turnaround complete, which is usually 2-3 hours worth, if everything goes to plan. Again, probably a very distinctive livery in my opinion on the 747-400Fs. I've seen Singapore Airlines Cargo a few times in person at Doncaster Airport, and if I could ever see them again, I would be welcome. Very distinctive colours, and I do like the the titles stretched across the actual fuselage as well, which is pretty nice. But again, it gives you a perspective of the sort of turnaround here with all these sort of pallet things and everything like that. And that is it for this update. Hopefully you've enjoyed. In terms of what I mentioned about the use of the Ambilift, that's one of the trucks that I'll be using as more of an Ambilift than a catering truck, which is on the front of the Thompson Fly 737-800. I just want to point out as well, the Thompson Fly 737-800, even though it's got titles, would have actually been rebranded as Thompson Airways at this point. Just something to add in there as well. Again, if you've got any questions or anything about this update, or any models or anything regarding the airport, then by all means fire away. And obviously stay tuned for the next update, whenever that may be. Again, there's no fixed schedule to these updates at the minute, so yeah, just stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time.